Well, what's up, guys? I have something actually really new to show you today. Um, Caddx reached out to me and wanted to know if I wanted to have a look at their new kit that features the Ascent video system. So, without further ado, this is the Caddx Protos. All right, what better place to open up this kit than on my Rotor Village build mat? Anyways, this is the box, nice up and close. Probably should have brought a knife down, but sharp tweezers will do the trick. I was surprised at the size of this box when it arrived. In case you like the sound of plastic. Ooh, that's a nice looking case. That's a very nice little case. All right. First time seeing it as well. Nicely laid out. I'm assuming that fell out of there. What should we start with? Start with the controller. That is very compact. From what I read, these change your flight modes, position, hold, angle, and acro. I believe this is a momentary for the beeper. I'm not sure what that does. And I believe there's 3 different speed settings that you get with this. This is your arm and disarm. That is for whatever you want to set it to. I don't think you need it for this this whoop, but this is an ELRS controller, so you can bind it up to any of your ELRS 2.4 quads. Okay, we got some charge, that's good. Well, let's put that aside. This looks very familiar. It's got an XT30 though, interesting. USB-C for charging. Also, we got some charge, so that's good. When I was looking at these batteries through the specs, I was expecting these things to be bigger. They're 2S proprietary batteries, 840 mAh each. This feels smaller than I thought too. High temperature, I'm assuming I'm gonna take that off before I start this up. These look like HQ 40 millimeter tri-blades. Gives you which direction to put the props, which it looks like it's props in. Camera, can't really. We'll try and get a closer look at that after, but let's put that aside. And we got the goggles. Light bar on the front, joystick on the left, back button, play button, and bind button, I assume. Okay. Very much like the Goggles L for walk snail. Makes sense. Caddx does walk snail. Get an extra canopy, some screws. Oh, there we go. I was right. Some extra props, 1.5 millimeter. It's good to see on a 2S. Got your barrel connector for the goggles. USB-C for almost everything. Another USB-C, but this one's C to C. So I guess this one's, if you're using the sim and you only got USB-A. Unlike mobile phones these days, it comes with a charging brick. 35 watt. They recommend using this for charging everything. Got some safety stuff that I'm probably gonna ignore. I'm guessing this is the charging hub. Yep. So you just slide your battery in, kind of like the Mavic. Let's see where we're at battery-wise. Wonder if they're dead. Fully dead. I'll have to plug those in. Guessing they're gonna have larger capacity batteries because there's quite a bit of space between these. Let's plug her in. I believe I read it charges from right to left, and that indicates, yep. Okay, well, that's everything in here. So we're gonna charge these up, and I'm gonna give you my first impressions of this thing. We'll save the ripping for a second video. You can use this in the sim. Okay, let's test this out. It's pretty windy. I'm not gonna go in a position hold. We're in angle mode right now. This thing's super loud, but we're gonna test some range. I tried flying yesterday, but the SD card was all screwed up, so my first flights are not gonna be recorded as I intended. It's not very fast in angle mode. I'm at full stick deflection. So we are going to bring it back in and switch to acro, because that's what I would normally fly anyway. Okay, acro. We're still recording. Alright, we're in acro. I think this is the fastest rate mode. And it's not very fast. I've asked if I can get that adjusted. So apparently this drone is coming in like the kit, full kit with goggles, controller, drone, 3 batteries. Everything I showed in the unboxing is coming in at $359 US, which is pretty crazy for an HD kit, like everything you need. Oh, it's definitely more for beginners, and it's not a replacement if you already have walk snail. It's more of a budget option for beginners to start. At the moment, it doesn't seem like it's going to be compatible with the Goggles X or any of the previous Avatar systems. This is a new system. I believe it's based on a similar chipset, so it might be possible in the future that they could make it happen, but we'll have to wait and see. This isn't going to be a full review. I only have enough time before release day to get a couple packs in, especially because the weather tomorrow and yesterday were awful. But yeah, this will be my first impressions. Video quality is really good. Reminds me of Walk Snail. I do wish I could up the rates, but that's because I actually fly quite a bit and my rates are a lot higher than this, so it's a little weird for me. But if you want to do some smooth flights, these rates are good. And you can see I can still do rolls and acro. I'm a little nervous to do much else because I'm not used to it and everything's wet from yesterday. This swoop is quite loud, as you can probably hear it screaming. I don't want to go too far and have it cut out on me, so I'm not going to really test the range. I'm not sure what the antenna situation in these goggles are. It does like to hold at 3.55 pretty good, around that. Oh, we got a little stutter this far away. We're at 20, lock, oh, we're losing megabits. Came back though, not bad. RC link is lower than video link. It's interesting. Oh, now it's the opposite. 4 minutes in, holding at 3.5. I believe you can run the batteries a little lower, and I think it safety shuts itself off at 2.8. So I'm thinking they might be more of a lithium ion battery and not a lithium polymer. Whoa! Yep. Definitely not a freestyle quad. I don't think the elevation on the top left is correct because I'm actually lower than I was. So I'm not sure what that deal is. I'll bring it in so you can hear the whine some more. There is a bit of latency that I can actually feel compared to other systems, but it's totally flyable. Whoa. It does not like that. I'm gonna bring it in, see what the battery recovers at. My face is burning. All right. So when you disarm it, changes your flight. Oh, we recovered past 3.5. Okay, so I've done some test flights with the Caddx Protos. It's definitely meant for beginners after flying it. There's 3 rate settings and the max is 500 as the max rotation speed, and I'm not used to that. It's really slow. If the price actually comes in at $359, that is very aggressive pricing for goggles, controller, drone, and batteries that has an HD system on it. I think it has some potential. I'm very interested to see where they take it. I hope they don't give up on the avatar system though, as I do believe it's still a better system. From what I have heard on like Mads Tech's videos, they are capable of putting a more capable chip in a drone, so technically they could make a more advanced user drone, but I think we're going to be limited by the goggles because they have a 60 hertz refresh rate, so the latency is a bit higher than, say, the Goggles X. I don't believe they intend on getting rid of the avatar system. I think they're going to keep improving that, but until we actually see them put something new out for the avatar system or a new item for the Protos Ascent digital system, it's kind of up in the air what's going on. Maybe Caddx, once this is released, which it has been now that you're watching this, hopefully they shed some light on it. I will say I've had a couple issues with it. There seems to be a bit of an issue when you bump into things. The video kind of gets all stuttery or cuts out. And I've had the RC link cut out. It always comes back. I'm not sure if this is an issue with just mine. I've reached out. I don't think I'll hear back before this video comes out. Which brings me to another thing is they did send me this, but everything I'm saying is my own thoughts. I did not have to sign anything when I'm putting this out. They have not reviewed this footage prior to me putting it out. If they don't want to send me another thing after this, then that's up to them. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to rip this like I normally do. I might try. If you want to see it, I'll put another video out, and we'll probably destroy it in the process just because I'm not used to the rates. I do believe you can use the radio with other drones that use ELRS. Since it's ELRS, I think you'll be limited to how they have configured the switches, which is kind of a pain. I've also reached out to see if you can adjust the settings, like the rates. I'd like to be able to increase that for my personal use. The charger, it charges all 3 batteries kind of like a Mavic Mini charger, and it also storage charges the batteries, which is kind of nice. It does take a long time to storage charge, so I would try to bring your batteries as low as possible. The video quality is actually really good. It's very walk snail-like. I definitely felt a bit more latency than I'm used to on other systems like DJI or even the walk snail system, but I think that's due to the limitations of the goggles. Kind of reminded me of using DJI V1 with one of the 60 FPS cameras, or when I was using the walk snail VRX on my goggles, but it wasn't quite that bad. It's definitely flyable. The quad's not super great at acro, as you'll probably see in some of the footage. It doesn't catch itself out of dives very well. I would have liked to see it have a 45mm prop at least instead of 40mm, especially on 2S. Even 2-inch props would have been better, make it a little more stable. Anyways, this is not really a review because I have put maybe 5 batteries in on it, and that's not enough to give a review. So these are just my initial thoughts. Let me know if you want me to keep testing it or just put it on the shelf. Anyways, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.